Okay, so I'm a wondering if you can figure out what I got next. Because I have the Wanderer. I've got the 7.5 inch fixed blade Wanderer mossy oak handle. And the sheath is included. So what the sheath you talking about? Let's take a look and get this mammer jammer. Ouch. There. And here bees the sheath. Let's, and here's the sheath. So the Wanderer 7.5 inch, 3.25 inch stainless steel blade. So, first impressions. It is a thin-handled knife, but not too thin. I forget the name of it, but a recent Ozark Trail knife was a folder and very thin. It had a 940 blade, but very, very thin. This is thicker. And it's a little better, but it's still thin. But it's okay. So the other fixed blade that I looked was a tantoed tip, and it had finger cutouts. It had 3 of them. This has only 2, which is better, and it's easier for me to grip it. But I'm still coming off the end. I like this little swell at the end of it. I think that is nice for holding the blade, getting good grip on the blade. But it's pushing my hand further forward to get my hand where I need it to be here. I'm up here because everything else is cramped. Otherwise, I've got a 3-fingered grip on this knife. And so I would just rather probably take this out and move it back or down. But I do like that. So make the handle longer. Take this finger grip out. So that's my gripes of the knife. But you got, it does have some edging on the jimping. It does catch my finger good, even though it's kind of a hard callousy style. It really doesn't have any kind of a chowl, but it does have a belly. It is a hollow grind. We're not going to talk about that no more, or at least not right now. I really don't see any kind of a sharpening chowl on there. Really, you're well below it on in here because your blade swoops in out like that. So it's like a broke back belly mule. You got a decent thickness on it. Someone with smaller hands would have no problems with this knife, in all honesty. I can hold it like this and hold it sideways, and I get a better grip on it than I do trying to hold it this way, because this is a narrow part of my hand. And of course it fits good with just my fingers on it. But I don't hold a knife that way. It's kind of strange to see screws, even double-sided screws going through there to hold the scales on it. This may be a potential upgraded handle knife, because a little longer handle, and I like it. I like the blade. I like how it's got that belly in there, because a lot of times when you're trying to cut something and you catch it inside this little saddle, then you can really get your cut going. And when you need some extra, you just throw that belly into it and just you dig with it. And I think that would be nice. I can see imperfections in the edge, so the sharpening is not real well. It does not feel very sharp down in here, and it of course gets sharper as it go around the edge, and to the tip it's sharper. I can see and feel a little bit of a roll here, and I can see where it's rolled over the other way, but let's feel it in just a second. Yep, no, I don't feel the blade edge rolled over, but it looks like it's rolled over by just looking at the reflection on the edge itself. Oh, it is. I can feel a little bit on this side, so it is slightly rolled right in this area. So I kind of like the blade. The blade reminds you of a kukri style knife, which is kind of it'll come with a handle like this right here, then it'll kind of go out and then hook, kind of like what do you call those? A boomerang type looking blade. And it'll usually have a belly on it like that and a narrow part back towards the hand. So the blade has kind of cool looks to it as far as I'm concerned. The jimping is okay, but usually jimping on a blade doesn't help me a lot because my fingers aren't long enough to catch it and use it properly. So I like the mossy oak pattern, and just like the mossy oak flipper that we reviewed for Ozark Trail, it just feels like the same stuff. And I don't think that's aluminum. I think it's just hard plastic with the pattern over the top of it. So anyway, do I recommend it? Yes, I recommend it. I would recommend this for smaller handed people versus fat hands like man. It's just going to be hard for you to work with it. Putting it in the sheath, I really feel no drag at all. The Tanto one did have some drag up to this point, but there is zero here. And then we pop it into place. And it looks like with most Ozark sheaths, they're all kind of the same sheath just about. But they will catch right here. There'll be a little tit sticking out down in there that'll catch on this hump right here at the base of the blade. So I don't foresee this sheath lasting for an extended period of time, but basically the same sheath as the other one. But at the same time, I mean, size-wise, of course, 7.5 inches, but you can almost make a neck knife out of it. Of course, you ain't gonna get that out by just pulling back. That's pretty significant. You have to push. But do I recommend it? Yeah, I recommend it. Not for myself. As someone with big hands like me, you're not going to be happy with this knife. It's going to be too hard to get a grip on it because of this piece right here. If that was gone, it'd be better for bigger hands. But this is more suited for smaller hands. Other than that, I mean, I like the knife. I like the look of the blade. I like the feel of the knife. I like the look of the camo. The cutouts back here along the edge look kind of cool. Down through here, that's all routed out before they do the camo pattern. That's all nice. I like all of that. It's just that, and I also like this little butt on it here, this pommel. I like the way that flares out. I think that's a cool look. It's just that it makes the handle that much shorter, and I can't grip it well. So I don't recommend it for big handed people or long fingered people. But just average or smaller handed people, maybe ladies, I would say it would be a good fit. So take that for what you will. I think it's worth having just to have in a collection of Ozark knives. Would I EDC it? I guess I would, but in my case, I have too many better options to go with, so I wouldn't EDC it because I have too many other options of fixed blades that I would use that I like even better. But I think it would be a good EDC knife if the handle fits your hand and you like the look of it, then I think it would be a great EDC knife. Beyond that, I think it would be just about anything's good for a tackle box knife, truck knife, or just whatever, a beater for here, there, or yonder. Great to strap on the outside of your backpack going hiking. Would not strap it point up because eventually that's going to wear and it's just going to fall out. I would strap it point down in that fashion. So anyway, again, I like the knife. It just doesn't fit my hand. So I recommend the knife. It's not my knife for me because it doesn't fit my hand. If the handle was bigger, longer, it would be perfect. If this size handle was on that knife with I think it was a silver aluminum handles with a 940 style blade, that one would be even better with this kind of a thicker handle. But yeah, I give it a thumbs up. It's just not a knife for me because it doesn't fit my hand. Other than that, I like it. I like the knife. I like the style. I like the blade look. I can work with the edge. That's not a problem. And I like everything about the style. If I'm going to have finger grooves, I would prefer to just have it like this: one here, and then just the handle down here, to where I can get my 3 fingers under there better. It's not long enough. There's not enough room here. You need an 8-inch. If this was an 8-inch knife with the same blade, and the handle just made it an inch longer, then that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Charge $10 for it. I'll go buy it. So with that said, yes, get it if it fits your hands, and you can kind of judge that even in the packaging by putting your hand here. You want that blade sticking out beyond this point right here. If this part is below here, then it's going to fit your hand a whole lot better than it does mine. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up, but it's not a wow knife. So I thank you. I appreciate you. I enjoy spending time with you, and I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.